What is up, all you sassy, amazing humans? Welcome to Space Lizard Exotics. I'm here with my beautiful gal, Nebula. We are going to be doing some feeding today with some tilapia, but we have some very important things to talk about with supplements. So stay tuned. Let's get today cracking. Feeding the swamp puppies, right? You notice that I do have REPTI Calcium by Zoom It. Not sponsored by them, but just throwing this out there. This is very good supplemental calcium that you can pick up for your reptiles. The reason why is, well, this type of tilapia, right? Thawed tilapia with boneless has no calcium. These wonderful creatures obviously need calcium in their diet. It's a very, very vital thing for reptiles. Now, I'm not saying that you need to just pour a whole bunch of calcium on every single tilapia feeding, but because if you are supplementing calcium in their diet, such as mice, raw shrimp, things with bones and higher calcium content, you're rock and rolling. But in times and cases to where we are feeding the majority of basic tilapia or this type of catfish throughout the weeks or throughout that month, it is very important to do a dusting of calcium. So let's do a quick dusting. Let's feed these wonderful swamp puppies and let's have a rad, wonderful day. So what I have been meaning to get is more of like an actual shaker, especially when you're putting things on like tilapia. Obviously it's already moist from the fish juices, and you can actually just sprinkle it on there. But it's a lot easier if you actually have like a salt shaker or something as such. But just want to sprinkle some on there. Obviously, let me change my glove out because I touched the juices. So we're gonna sprinkle some on there. I do not like doing the sprinkle method because I just think giving the shakers way better for doing that. But obviously, just gonna sprinkle a little bit on there, make sure all the pieces have some of the calcium. Good for the bones. You know, it's like fixing like a nice like gourmet dish, you know? I always say this, but my animals eat better than I do, you know? I'm eating like Hormel chili and once in a while beef, you know, and they're eating tilapia. How about that? There you go, sprinkle some on there and we're good to go. We're gonna start feeding these wonderful little swamp puppies. If you haven't been keeping up with the channel, you know that this little gal is my shy little sweetheart. She's awesome, but Cuvier dwarf caimans are very shy creatures in general, right? It takes a long time to get them even used to like doing what we're doing now, tongue feeding, even being comfortable being around them like this, right? She's just very shy. She's a sweetheart. Obviously my first dwarf caiman. She's just shyer than most. All right, so let's see how she goes. Come on, dude. Eat it. Eat this last time. Come on. You don't like it. You're camera shy, huh? Oh my God, are you camera shy? So funny. All right, so in these types of cases, I do still try to keep tongue feeding her. So I'm gonna kind of see how it goes. Let's watch and see if she is receptive to this. And that's just a strike. That's not her being hungry. She's just not having it, not wanting it. So obviously in these types of situations, most of the time they're just not gonna bite on that. And you know, she's just being a shy little girl, but you don't want the tilapia? It's good. It has the calcium on it. Get the bones strong and the teeth, you know, little goblin. Okay. So in these cases, she's not gonna take it, which is okay. She's still gonna get food today though. We'll just have to feed her in her enclosure. Not a big deal. They feel a lot more comfortable in their home that they spend the majority of their time on, right? Or in, I should say. All right, well, let's get her back in the enclosure and let's ready for Brutus? Let's get Brutus out. Oh, so we're about to get Brutus out.
Glove time?
The gloves. No gloves.
Tough time never lasts. Only tough people last.
So we got Brutus Maximus out. Oh my gosh, big, bad boy. 24 inches. Crazy. Huge caiman. Obviously he eats very well. Don't want to overfeed caiman, and it's one of those things that's in captivity. Obviously they're going to weigh a lot more than they do out in the wild. Out in the wild they're not overfed, right? So they have to literally fight and fend for food and hopefully not get eaten by other prey as well, especially when they're babies. Huge prey items. Now, Brutus, obviously, very good eater. We're gonna have a fun time with this wonderful, wonderful caiman, so let's get cracking. A large caiman like Brutus, when he does get like bigger, he's probably gonna be around that 30-pound range, I'm assuming. But we'll see, so stay tuned to the channel and Instagram and TikTok, all that jazz. So let's feed him, super fun. Now, check this out. We already sprinkled, obviously, the calcium. So we are gonna be doing some tongue feeding. Yeah, smile, you happy man. Okay, come here. You missed. Oh, okay. Good job. Good job. Good boy. The good thing with doing that with fish too, all the, like I said, the fish juices, right, are like on that, so you get to kind of like swirl that around and get it all nice and yum yum. You come towards me. You're not gonna get this piece until you come towards me, bud. Yeah. Yeah, good boy. Yes, I love that. That is my favorite. How cool. That is so rad. I get so excited when he just comes towards the food like that. That is a lot of progress. That is amazing. Super smart. I love these amazing little dinosaurs. I think he did fantastic. Let's get this amazing, beautiful boy back in his enclosure and let's get Rhea out. I got Rhea here. So she's about to be a little ruffled up. Not too sure she's gonna eat on the ground. We did give her a little bath today. It was bath time today. You actually have to bathe your Caimans. Scrub them down with a toothbrush. I know I show a lot of scrubbing videos of just the head. That's not the only thing we do. It's good. It is good for socializing, but you actually do bathe them. Put them in some water. Give them a scrub down real good. Their whole body. Really good stuff. So let's see if she does eat. I'm kind of curious. Ready? You gonna eat this? Okay. You don't want that piece? What about? Let's do this piece. Oh my God. No? Tilapia. All right, there you go. Good girl. You did it. You know, over time, she's going to just get used to me handling her. She'll know bull training. So especially this young, it's very good to do that. Actually just going to put her back in her enclosure, put a couple little the smaller pieces on her little basking area. That way she go up and eat that. Make sure the calcium's kind of on there for her, yum yums. And well, we're going to talk about some other things that we actually have to do in the Caiman cave today. All right, everyone, I hope that everyone enjoyed today's video. Hope it was very insightful about feeding your dwarf Caimans or anything that does take a little bit more calcium in their diet, especially dwarf Caimans, right? We're not feeding them tilapia with the bones in it. But quick notes before we end today's video. Raw shrimp, very good with calcium. Also, any type of feeder mice or rats. Now, don't overfeed them with that because mice and rats are a little bit more fatty food items, right? So that's why it is good sometimes to just dust your tilapia, catfish, anything as such with that extra calcium. Very good for your dwarf Caimans. Now, we do have a couple chores to still do in the Caiman cave. I've talked about this in my last video. This stuff works very well. We're gonna be replacing the filters today with the Marineland Zeolite, placing those out and also putting the Marineland filters, Magnum filters on there. So that's gonna be fun. But thank you so much everyone for tuning in. Thank you everyone for supporting the channel as well. It's been super rad. We're almost to 600 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you. You are all rad. Thank you. And also please hit us up on social media, TikTok, Instagram, all that jazz. Stay rad everyone. Like I said, questions, comments, emotional outbursts, always welcome. And we will see you next time at Space Lizard Exotics.